everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video we are going to be doing the Gemini reading. So Gemini, I feel that we're going to be talking about manifestation in your reading, and I'm definitely feeling that some of you feel like you've been doing the steps and you're waiting around for whatever this is to show up, okay? Now, for some of you, I'm getting the vibe of spiritual perfectionism. So to me, that would show itself in this case of, okay, well, I need to have a green candle and I need to have this crystal and I need to have this and I need to say it perfectly and I need to do that, okay? There's nothing wrong with having rituals. My guides are saying, like, we love rituals, but it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So if you find a ritual online and it has all of these things, and say it calls for a green candle and you have a white one, that's okay. That's okay. Because the power of intention is the most important thing, all right? So don't worry about making sure that things are perfect. And if your manifestation doesn't happen or doesn't happen quickly enough, don't beat yourself up about it, okay? And don't say, oh, I didn't do it perfectly enough. I have to tell you, there's some times that I've manifested things without barely even trying, okay? So my guides are saying, you know, we love if you do rituals. We love that you say your affirmations if that's what you want to do, but don't get caught up in trying to make sure that it's perfect. I've been through this where I felt like, oh gosh, you know, I didn't say it perfectly enough, so I had to go up and try to redo it. And my guides are saying, you don't need to do that. It's your intention, right? The intention is the most important thing. Now, there are so many different reasons why a manifestation might not have come through yet. It could be divine timing where it's just not the right time, especially if other people are involved. They have free will, right? So sometimes behind the scenes, they need to put all the puzzle pieces into place before something can happen, right? So, for example, there's a very specific house that I want, but there's people living in it right now, right? And I don't want to kick them out. I know that whenever the time comes, I will have that house, okay? When they are ready. I don't want to kick anyone out, and the universe wouldn't do that in this case, but I have to wait. I have to be patient for divine timing in that case, all right? So another reason why your manifestation might not be coming in, right? Now, this can be blockages, this can be limitations, all right? I have to tell you, and I'm just going to talk about this just as a smidge because it is coming up a little bit in your reading. For some of you, you would really benefit from doing shadow work first because that's where some of your blockages are, all right? And that's all I'm going to say about that. I have done shadow work, and that is probably the best thing that I've ever done. Best thing I've ever done. Is it fun all the time? No, it is not. I'm not gonna lie, but you feel so much better afterwards, so much better. And I've just found that my ability to manifest is so much stronger and just so much quicker in some cases for having to do that, okay? So for some of you, if you have been thinking about doing shadow work, I highly recommend it, okay? Now, one of the blockages or obstacles of you manifesting something can be your belief. So that limitation that we have in our minds, right? So for me, where I'm at currently in my life, buying a house, yeah, it doesn't really seem like something that's going to be happening anytime soon, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. I just know that I'm working my way towards it, okay? So I'm not saying, I can't do that. We need to stop saying that. I can't do that, because really anything is possible. But I know that I'm working towards it. So how do we build up belief in the ability to manifest something big like that? Now, first of all, what I've come to realize is that having belief in yourself is the most important thing. That is the most powerful thing you could ever have, is belief in yourself. Okay? So it's not necessarily about belief in the universe, because I tell you, the universe does deliver. There's signs of that everywhere. There's signs of it that have already happened in your life, and in other people's lives. You can go on YouTube and watch videos of people and how they've manifested their dream lives, right? There are books on it. You know how they say, like, you can't really truly love someone else, like a romantic partner, without loving yourself? It's like that. You need to believe in yourself and your abilities. That is something that it took me a long time to actually learn. Okay, Gemini? So how do you build up belief in yourself? For me, I'm still working on it, to be honest, but I do have, I've crossed the threshold, my guides are saying. I have crossed it. How did I build up belief in myself? From self-hatred, or what I believed was self-hatred, to actually believing myself. You know those things that you've always wanted to do, but, you never fully have done them? So for me, it was like, I was always overweight, and I really wanted to start eating healthy, and I really wanted to be more active. But it was always, okay, I'm going to eat healthy today, but then, somebody brings some cupcakes to work, and then it's like, okay, well, it's Wednesday, so I'll start again on Monday. Like that sort of thing, right? I wasn't being reliable to myself. Same thing with workouts. Oh, I don't feel like working out this morning, so I'm not going to, and then a week goes by and I didn't work out. So how am I supposed to believe in myself and in my abilities when I'm not even being reliable to myself? Okay? So to build up that confidence in myself, that belief in myself, I had to slowly work my way into, in this example, it doesn't have to be working out and eating healthy, although being active and being healthy is always a good thing. I started to do it every day. I had a goal in mind, and I wanted to make sure that that happens, so I did it every single day. I made sure every single day, even on the weekends, and then eventually I stopped doing it on the weekends, my workout. But same thing with my eating. I just got really, really sick of where I was, and sometimes we need to make the decision that, okay, I'm going to do this, and I built up that confidence and that belief in myself. Okay, I could do that. I did it. My highest weight, now this happened over a series of years, my weight loss, but the last 40 pounds is when I started to do this. So I think my highest that I know of was like 240, and my lowest was 140. I gained some weight after that purposely because I was too small for my size. But that I met my goal of feeling good within my body, of feeling confident in myself. Okay? For me, it was about finishing what I started and doing what I've always wanted to do. So that's just an example for you, Gemini. For some of you, maybe it's if you wanted to write a book and you just don't have the belief in yourself that you could write a book. What if you start writing like a sentence a day and then build up to 2 sentences and then build that up to a paragraph a day and then build that up to a page a day? Okay, that's what can help us build that belief in ourselves, and we will really, really benefit from having that belief in ourselves, because then we believe That's something as big as manifesting a house or manifesting a career as a professional writer or anything of that nature, being a professional basketball player, etc., etc. That's when we believe that those things can happen. So focus on you and your belief in yourself, okay? Now, as for manifestation as a whole, what I've been learning is experimenting. Experiment with different rituals, experiment in different ways and see what works for you, because, you know, some people like doing affirmations and meditating. I hate both of those. You won't catch me doing any of them, okay? I'm just being honest. You know what, I prefer figuring out what it is that I want and asking my angels and guides for it if I have no idea how to get it, okay? So that's what my guides are saying. You know, take some time to figure out what you truly want. What is blocking you from getting it? So having focus on your goal, having intention of achieving that goal, having that belief in yourself, those are where that's where your power lies. So we're not going to sit around and wait and see when our manifestation is coming. We're actually going to go out and make it happen. That's another thing, action, right? If you ask your angels and guides, which I highly recommend, honestly, if there's something that you want, you ask your angels and guides and say, hey, angels and guides, I would really like to achieve this, and be specific. Wait for your intuitive nudge, okay? Sometimes if it's smaller, maybe it just comes to you, right? Or maybe it comes to you in little bits. But in most cases, there's action that needs to be taken, and that's where a lot of us might fail, because we might have that anxiety, that fear of taking this action. We might also not have that belief in ourselves, right? So for me, I finally decided that I wanted to pay off my credit card, and I asked my angels and guides, okay, I want to pay this off by the end of the year. How do I do this? And then they sent me the intuitive nudge, hey Jenna, if you work a seasonal job, by the end of the year, you'll be able to pay off your credit card. That never occurred to me, really, because I just didn't think I was ready for working full time. But I was so determined to pay off my credit card that I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I found a job posting that when I read it, I just felt at peace. I felt at peace. I felt my intuition was like, this is it. Okay. I was so scared to write up my resume, and I was so scared to send it in. Everything happened really quickly, and I ended up getting the job very easily. My interview, to me, I felt went really, really well. And it's just like everything happened the way it was meant to, okay? So I ended up paying off my credit card. My guides are saying, Jenna, we sent you that nudge, and it was my choice whether I took the action or not. I'm very glad that I did. So if you are going to ask your angels and guides for help and they send you an intuitive nudge, it's up to you to take the action there. So intention, focus, ask for help, take that action, and that's how we create the life that we want. But make sure that you believe in yourself and build that belief in yourself if you don't, okay? All right, Gemini, if you have any questions about this, because I feel like there's more that I could talk about, but it'll be me going off on a tangent. So if you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I see you in the next video.